Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate the support and I just wanted to say thank you because I love you. So today we are going to be talking about one of the topics that I think is quite popular. Well, not so much the topic, but so we're going to be talking about plants today because I think everyone seems to love plants, and I do actually I know I make fun of it a wee bit, but I do actually really love plants. So I thought what might be a little bit fun and a little bit sort of interesting is we're going to do my top 5, say. We'll do my top 5 plants, and I'll show you them in the shop, tell you a little bit about why I like them, what you might need to know if you want to keep them. So yeah, we're going to start off with the first one. First one is a little bit of a, I guess, cheat, but I'm going to say Crypts. Crypts in general, I'm on a bit of a Crypt kick at the moment. So we've got Crypt Wendy, Crypt Walkeri, I quite like Crypt Cordata. Wendy is probably my favorite because it's easy and cheap and bulletproof and all that. So that's like this here. And I really like it because it's something a little bit different. Like a crypt will get as big as possible. I'm not the biggest fan of stems because you got to keep trimming them and all this kind of stuff, and I'm not a plant guy, so you know I can't be bothered doing that. But just chucking a bunch of crypts in a tank is gonna look real cool, and basically you can plug them in and then forget about them. They will keep growing and look cool no matter what you do. So yeah, that's probably why I like them. Even seed like this, like the big balances and that, I really like them. I think they're really cool and easy. They tolerate hard water as well, so if you've got hard water at the tap, or keeping some tanky cichlids or whatever, they'll be a good option for that sort of setup because they'll be able to deal with that, whereas plenty of other plants won't be able to deal with the hard water and they'll just kind of wither away and fall off essentially. So those would be one of my top picks. I should probably say none of these are in any massively particular order, just because I don't know if I have a particular order. But yeah, so the next one I'm going to say, ooh, we're getting a little bit of cyno starting in this tank. My next favorite would be Anubius. Again, not any specific species. I like them all. Again, they go well with hard water. They go well in any tank. You can get all sorts. Anubius is one of those ones where you can really kind of go down the rabbit hole. This one here in the front, which we've got, is the Anubius mini coin that recently got imported to New Zealand as a tissue culture by who imported it? It was Aqua House down in Christchurch who imported it. So that's that there, but you can get all sorts of super rare ones, or you can just stick with your normal nanas or your barterais and that, and you just basically plug them in. They're not going to be super fast growers, but they're going to be steady growers. No matter what you do, they'll always grow. You're not going to kill them, but you're not going to light the world on fire with growth speed or anything. But I think they're really pretty. You can get them to flower. I had one flower. I didn't make a big enough deal of it at the time actually, but a while ago I had one flower in my, which tank was that? I had my shell dweller tank, my Neolamprologus brevis tank, and it just shot a couple flowers up to the top, which was pretty cool. So yeah, that would be probably the next one that I'd say is a really fun plant that is very beginner friendly. It is a little bit more expensive just because of that growth speed, but it is a perfect option for a lot of people. My next favorite plant is going to be on the left here, and that's the Rotala Rotundifolia. So you can see it's the one with these little short little pretty leaves. It will go very red, almost, well, probably more pink I guess than red under high light, whereas under low light it'll stay more of a green. But either way, I think it really is a fantastic plant. It's one I've had a lot of success with growing, but I think it looks really pretty. If you get a real thick bush going of it, get it real dense. This tank's got CO2, so that would definitely help, but you get a nice dense bush of it going and it just looks phenomenal. It looks absolutely stunning. I think it's a really good option for beginners particularly because it's got there's a couple options. If you're growing it with lower light in that, you'll keep it a bit more green. Higher light, it'll keep more pink, and then obviously there's a whole lot of latitude in between. You can see it's almost kind of gold or bronze or something. I don't know how to describe that color, but obviously you guys will be able to see it. But I think it's a really good option for so many tanks because there's so much sort of latitude and wiggle room within the one plant, it's got that sort of maneuverability and yeah, I guess options at least. And of course you can change your mind if you decide one day that, oh yeah, I'm going to change this light out and I want to chuck a real strong light on. You can, or you can go the other way and obviously cut the light down and whatever. But I think it's a really good option for beginners and seasoned hobbyists alike. So yeah, I guess the next one that I wanted to go to was one. So that's Aponogetans Undulatus. Undulatus. I don't know how to explain that, but that's it there. I will show you a few. It's not as popular of a plant, even though it's probably a bit more rare than a few other plants, and I think it's really underrated. The problem with it is it grows so fast. It sort of grows like a bit of a weed almost, but like you can see it's all tucked in this corner here because of the flow, but it grows like these real long kind of stalks, and then the leaves like flop over the top almost, and I just think it looks so cool. It propagates so fast. You can just like fill up an aquarium with it. I do get a bit sad that it doesn't seem to be as popular as a lot of other plants, and I don't think as it should be. I think it makes a really good, see like these little plantlets in the top here, but I think it really, I think it is a really good option for a lot of people just because it's something a little bit different. And the way it floats fish, like a little hiding spots, like basically like an umbrella, and it works out perfectly for that sort of situation. I really think it's a good option for maybe a bit of more of an intermediate type hobbyist, I'm gonna say. Not necessarily the beginner hobbyist. Or it'll be fine for the beginner hobbyist just so long as you don't get overrun. So yeah, I mean that's that one. Actually, I will take you back this way. I'll try not to move too fast because people keep telling me I keep swinging around, I get motion sick. But I'm going to say probably my next favorite one is going to be the red Tiger Lotus. I don't unfortunately have any big ones at the moment to show you, but it again is good because it like flops over the top and it looks real cool, but it's really sort of easy going and easy to grow. So it's a bit of a win-win situation in that sense. Like find a lot of red plants won't be growing very fast, unfortunately, or will struggle in a low-tech setup. But something like the red Tiger Lotus is a lot more sort of friendly for that low-tech, maybe beginner sort of setup. And you can have a lot more sort of latitude in that space. I think they're a really good option the way it looks like lily pads. Again, you get that umbrella effect for a lot of fish. So I think it is a really good option. You can also get the green Tiger Lotus, which is obviously green, but they're the same basically. I just prefer the red, but hey, you can like whatever you like. So that's, I guess, my top 5. Honorable mention of this bad boy, which is Java Fern. I think it's a really good option for people. I personally haven't had the world's biggest amount of success with it. Not that, to be honest, I've put in a lot of effort, which is probably going to be why, but see like that, like you can get the needle leaf, get the broadleaf, get the trident, get the Wendelov. There's heaps of different options, and I think it's a real popular beginner plant for good reason. Everyone seems to like it, and you know, you'd have to assume that most people are right, I guess, that there's a reason that everyone seems to like it. So honorable mention for today is the Java Fern. Oh, I was looking for that. That's my piece of Wendelov. I think they're really good options, and again, very robust. You can have it in an African tank, have it in an American tank, have it in a high-tech planter tank, have it in a low-tech planter tank. You can get a lot of different options in that sense. So those will be my top 5 plants plus my honorable mention. I'll be really interested to hear what your guys' personal favorites are, what you like, what you don't like. If I've missed anything obvious you think should be on the list, if I've put anything on the list that you don't think should be there, please feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know. I'd love to hear it. But other than that, thank you guys very much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love you.